now that we have discussed a ton of things,
Yes.
I think the last question would be, how do you think that we can combat racism?
Well, like I said in the beginning, racism is nothing more than an idea. The sad thing about it is that too many people have turned it into a very harsh and grim reality. We have to first realize that it's just an idea. And if we do experience racism, whether it's in a mild form or, even a severe or extreme form, like, somebody like come up in our faces and giving us racial slurs or, vandalism or, I mean, even if it's something that just seems terrible, I mean, the only thing I can say is you just have to, a lot of people might not agree with me, and you just have to let it go. Just let go of it and just realize that that's not you, that's somebody else trying to force their oppression on you.
Right.
And as long as you've let them, they've won.
Right. We have to give people permission to harm us.
Right.
That makes good sense. But of course, no matter what we do, it's still going to exist.
Oh, it is. And I believe it's always going to be there because, I mean, some people just have a victim mindset where, okay, let's go back to my people, so called black people. They're going to have the mindset that, oh, life is crap because I'm black. Bad things happen to me because I'm black. White people are keeping me down. And as long as you go around believing that, then it will be.
Right. And there's a lot of people that you're just not going to change their mind.
Right.
Hate runs so deep.
Yes, it does.
It's probably, in my opinion, the most powerful emotion, even over love, because it actually turns you into something absolutely opposite than what we were born to be.
Right.
So I can't see the Klan ever dissipating, which I would have a huge celebration if that ever happened.
Throw them a going away party.
Yes, absolutely. And on that note, also, I hate what they have to say. I hate what they do. I hate what they've done. But then again, I would never want to have a law passed to where they couldn't say these things, because then who gets their rights taken away next? It's freedom of speech, but at the same time, we have laws in place that say, okay, you have freedom of speech, but if your speech is meant to incite violence, then it is no longer free speech. You've broken the law. And that's why I can't really understand how the Klan can march and do the things they do, or even the Westboro Baptist Church, for that matter. Help me. But that's inciting violence to me.
Right.
So I'm not sure how they're allowed to get away with such things.
The only thing I would say, like, when I think about, like, those two extreme forms right there, I mean, from what I've seen from the Klan, I've visited their website before out of curiosity. Didn't like what I saw there.
Of course.
Yeah. But, I mean, they honestly believe that, they're not doing anything wrong if they want to be separate. If they want to believe that they're superior, they don't believe that they're doing anything wrong. And from some of the things that I have seen that they have done is I mean, like a lot of the atrocities that have happened with like people getting hazed into the Klan, people getting hurt, they preyed on weak-minded people so they can push their agenda through them.
Right. And that's the easiest way to go. You have someone that doesn't know their direction, has no idea where they want to go in life, and is easily manipulated by cults. And it's hard to get them out of that mindset. It's easy to brainwash. It's hard to deprogram.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah, because I mean, it makes me think of the case of like a kidnapper or a kidnappee or a victim or however you want to say it.
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, that that comes to love the one that kidnapped them, or a victim of torture that comes to love their torturer.
Well, when it comes to combating racism, I think that the main thing is just like Dr. Reverend William Barber says, we have to take one step forward together, not one step back.
Right.
We have to look for more similarities, because there are way more similarities between every human being, no matter where they come from or what they look like, way more similarities than there are differences.
Very, very true. And one of the things that, one of my favorite sayings, there's only one race, and that's the human race. And I really think that, when we say black and white, and, we let nationality and pride and all these things get in the way, that really hinders us if we can't look at each other and see another human being.
Right, very true. Like we had said before, we can't change everybody, but as individuals, we
Right.
could start, trying to see the world from a view besides our own.
Right.
And I understand that a lot of people, especially in the generations older than us, have more of a difficult time releasing the pain and the anger of everything that was experienced during the civil rights movement, that came before that, because it's recent history for us still.
Right.
Or it's recent history for Black Americans, and until that can be let go, you can't move past it. You hold on to anger, and it's just one big knot that sits right in you, and it keeps you from seeing any good in anything else.
Right. And one of the things that I wanted, I guess when you say I wanted to add to that, is like with me and you, we're in our 30s. We've never, I'm pretty sure there are some people that are in their 30s that may have experienced extreme racism. We've never experienced extreme racism. We've never had, crosses burned in our yard, or rocks thrown through our windows, or our lives threatened. We could even look at our own experiences and say that that's almost trivial compared to what other people have been through.
That's very true.
But at the same time, no matter, I can't really sympathize with someone that has experienced extreme racism, because I have not. I wouldn't even be able to begin to fathom, having suffered atrocities just because of, the color of your skin. And I just think that's just one of the most horrible things ever. It basically boils down to what you look like is going to make people hate you.
And it's not just what you look like, it's what people perceive you to be as, like with me and religion,
Mm-hmm.
6 million people, my entire family in Europe was wiped out
Mm-hmm.
because we were classified as Jewish, and even under the Nuremberg laws, one drop rule pretty much. You were Jewish and you were murdered. And like you said, I've never experienced extreme racism. I guess the worst for me was as a child being told that if I didn't accept Jesus, I was going to hell. And, I didn't know who Jesus was, but I was terrified. Because as a Jew, we don't believe in Jesus. But I can't compare that to my family being put through gas chambers, or babies being thrown up in the air and being shot. So we've I guess had it very good, and been very lucky in our lives not to experience those extreme forms. So, but I think that about wraps it up for today.
Yeah, me too. We've covered a lot of things today.
Yes. Again, I'm Tanya Glover, Arriel Spencer. Please feel free to comment. Share our video. We want to have a discussion going. We want to keep a dialogue open. And as long as people are watching, we will be making more videos, not just on racism, but many different topics that are important to our society as this